Hey everyone, welcome back to Verified Gains. What a day! Today was quite an exciting day, so let's dive right into the charts. I'm going to make this a quick 5-minute video. Let's start with Bitcoin over here. Basically, we ended up breaking through the $98,000 resistance line that has been here for a long time. Right now, I am not going to flip to support just yet because I would like to see some sort of retest of the $99,000 line and the consolidation above it before I deem it a support line. So that'll happen hopefully, crossing my fingers, but we'll see. Let's turn the Pi cycle top indicator very quickly. Okay, I kind of want to actually, let's see. Okay, this is much better. Okay, so let's review a little bit about what happened. Initially, our bearish local case was retesting the $91,000 line where the 111-day moving average is. However, we did stay above it around $93,000, and right now we formed this massive green candle, okay, positive 6.4% to the upside, and right now we're hovering above 100K, which is a great progress, okay? But we do need to stay level-headed because we are still away from the all-time high. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and that is going to be around $106,000. So we still have about 4K, about 3.5K to go. So for now, let's calm down a little bit. According to the RSI, we are in overbought territory. So what I do expect is possibly and probably a retest of $99,000, and hopefully we stay above it and we consolidate above it. If that is the case, then we have a higher likelihood of going back to the previous all-time high around $106,000. I did want to touch base on Ethereum because Ethereum is one of those things that have been lagging for quite some time, and finally, with this massive green candle, 21.9% to the upside, we finally broke through the previous resistance line at 2133, and hopefully we stay above it because Ethereum. A lot of people were giving up on Ethereum. A lot of people are starting to lose some hope over here, and instead we were paying more attention to the other layer ones. But Ethereum might be making a comeback. And what's the biggest news? If you haven't read about it yet, it is that I'm not sure. Okay, so it does talk about it. There was a recent upgrade with Ethereum. It's called the Petra upgrade. I really haven't read much about it yet because I didn't have time to. But anytime there is a major upgrade with any layer one network, that is going to be a very bullish news. And congratulations to all the long-term Ethereum holders because finally you see the light at the end of the tunnel. But that said, we are still far, far away from the previous all-time high around $4,000. So stay put in that area. Let's talk about Solana very quickly. Again, I was very happy. Why? Because Solana is my favorite layer one coin, the only layer one that I continue to dollar cost average in. For the longest time, I was really holding my breath around, $148. And we had this massive green candle at 11.5% to the upside. Right now, staying above $160. But 160, doesn't really mean anything to me. To me, that is a dead man zone. So I would really like for it to break above 180 and consolidate above it. Until that happens, for all I know, it could go back down and retest $148. Now, the only difference is I would want it to consolidate above it and not below it. But just like Bitcoin, I'm just going to keep this as a resistance line for now until we consolidate above $148, which I'm hoping for. Next, let's move on to Popcat. And Popcat, I will admit, I am a little bit disappointed because on my other charts I actually have a bunch of other coins that I'm taking that I'm paying attention to, and let me just pull it up over here. For example, Peanut, Brett, Pepe, lock-in SPX, XPS 6900, they all made great moves today. And my hypothesis is probably has a lot to do with the Ethereum. For example, if I take, Pepe, for example, or SPX 6900, for example, Bread, this one's based on base, but, a lot of these, I believe, are a result of the Ethereum going up. But, Popcat really did not experience as exciting of a day today. So a little bit lagging over here, but that is fine. I'm still happy that, despite all of that, we're still, above the 45-cent mark, hovering right now around 47 cents. And this one I'll continue to pay attention to. If we do have a red day today or tomorrow, then I'll continue to dollar cost average in. Okay, so that was a very short video, just a quick update especially for those of you that don't check the chart yourself, just sharing my little insight, not financial advice. In any case, good day. So congrats everybody. If you're holding on to Solana, or if you're an avid investor of Popcat, please make sure to subscribe and comment down below. Otherwise, thanks for watching and thanks for listening in. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.